Yo guys, Sleepstone100 here to show off my Gameboy Color collection. Now there are quite a few games in this, not as many as let's say might be a city collection, but still quite a few. So I'm just going to get started and I'm going to give like a brief opinion on each of these games. Not very long. Some of them I haven't played in a very long time, so I probably can't get that big of a review, or opinion on them. Such as Monsters Inc. I haven't touched in years. I don't even really remember how I got my hands on this. But I remember very little about this game. I can't really say much about it, but I own it. Pokemon Gold, which by the way, I'm just grabbing these at random, just so everyone knows. Pokemon Gold. I've played quite a bit of Gold. Gold is actually my favorite out of the trio of Gold, Silver, and Crystal, which I also own those as well. Now, I'm just going to say all three of these, Pokemon is amazing. I love Pokemon to death. Very awesome series. All these games are awesome. I love the originals. I kind of like the remake of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which I have only Heart Gold, I'm sorry. But anyway, very awesome games. Crystal was actually really, really cool because of, being able to pick a girl or a boy. That was a cool asset. But anyway, very awesome games. Pokemon is amazing. Okay. Anyway. Stuart Little, The Journey Home. Haven't played this in years. I remember very little about it. Not the worst game I've ever played. It's kind of like a platformer type of game. It's okay. Bomberman. I've played some of this. Very awesome game. It's been years since I've actually touched this one, but from what I remember playing it, it is a good game. The Lion King, something I really, really enjoyed growing up, and yes, I actually do remember playing this game. I haven't played it in years, but I do remember playing it, and it is a really nice game. I also own the SNES version of this game, and it's pretty much the same game from what I've seen, which I think that's a cool thing. Because, it's just a port. Now, I don't know which one it came out first on. I can't tell you that. I haven't really looked that up yet, but it's a good game. Oh, I'm glad I got this one first. Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone. I got this last year at the flea market for $4. I had been really wanting the Harry Potter games on the Game Boy Color because they are an RPG game on this, and that also brings me to Chamber of Secrets, which I actually got at the gaming store I go to out of town, and I got this for $1. It was $1. Like, holy crap. I love Harry Potter. Like, Harry Potter is one of my favorite movie franchises ever. And both of these games are very, very good, by the way. You use spells, you play as Harry, you use spells from the movie to attack enemies, and it's very RPG because you gain EXP points, you level up, and etc., etc. Very awesome. Pokemon Pinball with a battery in it because it vibrates in the game, or it vibrates this as you're playing the game, which is I found that to be a very awesome feature. And Pokemon Pinball is a very good pinball game. I don't remember how I got my hands on this, but it's very awesome. That's weird. Why are you in this? Okay, one random Game Boy game in this package, Mega Man. I don't know I don't know how this got mixed up in this pile, but this wasn't shown in my Game Boy game video. I'm sorry to anyone, but Mega Man, awesome game. Anyway, getting back to the Color games, Shadowgate Classic. I also picked this up at the gaming store that I go to for $2, I think. Not a bad pickup. It's okay. I haven't played a lot of it. Something I don't really think I'll get into that much, but I'm a game collector. It's nice to have. Game & Watch Gallery 3. Haven't played a whole lot about this. I used to play the first Game & Watch Gallery a lot. This is something that is not just nice to have. I think I got it in a trade with a friend for a Game Boy Color because he needed one. I had an extra and he gave me some games. It was a win-win. Wario Land 3. Not sure how I got my hands on this one either, but I do know it is a very nice game. There's a lot of Wario Land games. There's actually one on the Wii called Wario Land Shake It that looks really good that I don't own yet. I have the case, I have the manual, but I don't have the game. Don't ask, that's another story. But this game, very nice. I'm very glad I own this. Next game is Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, the Director's Cut Edition. Very awesome. I love Legend of Zelda. This is a very nice Legend of Zelda game. I'm very lucky to have this game. I actually got this from a... actually, that reminds me. I got Monsters, Inc. as well, and Bomberman from a rental store I used to go to a lot. And I still go to it from time to time. Not very often because I don't rent games there anymore. I just buy movies occasionally because they have them very cheap. But anyway, I got all these games from them for $6 or $7, which is not very bad, especially since it was freaking Zelda. Next game is actually something I picked up just a few days ago at the same gaming store that I go to, and that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Monsters Duelist Stories. I don't know. I can't really read it. My eyesight and the writing does not mix, but you know, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I remember playing this as a kid in, I don't know, 3rd or 4th grade because a friend had it and he let me just play it while we were there. And, you know, it was very awesome. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! So this was very nice to have. I found it. It was $1. I love that game store's prices because they're usually very, very nice about things. Not overpricey. Well, some stuff is overpricey, but it's okay. I don't buy the overpriced stuff. I go for the cheaper games like this one, because this is very awesome to have. And the last game I have to talk about in my Game Boy collection is something I found at Goodwill, actually. And I don't, you know, I've got pretty lucky at Goodwill. I really have, I'm being honest. I've found some lucky finds. And I would count this as a lucky find. And that is Alice in Wonderland, that Alice just went down the hole again. Oh my god. But anyway, Alice in Wonderland, I was surprised to find this. I did not know there was an Alice in Wonderland on the Game Boy Color, which I'm finding out a lot of things I didn't know. But, you know, I got it for $5. It's worth about 10-ish, 10 to 12-ish on, according to price charting, on a loose copy. I can't remember exactly, so I may be off just a little bit. It's between $10 to $12. I think it's closer to 10. But this is very awesome to find, and it's a platformer game. Very nice platforming game. Very happy to have this because Alice in Wonderland is such an awesome movie. And I haven't really watched the older movies. I really like the Tim Burton version. That was amazing. And, you know, I love Alice in Wonderland in general, the whole concept of Alice in Wonderland. But this is amazing to have. Anyway, guys, that is all of the games. And I'm sorry that Mega Man was thrown in there. I don't know how that got mixed up. I don't even know. But anyway, guys, if you have any recommendations for Game Boy Color games, please leave them in the comments. I would love to hear recommendations. I always love hearing recommendations from everyone. So anyway, make sure to like this video, subscribe to me. If you want to see more Let's Plays, collection videos, reviews, stuff like that. And make sure to share my video. As a small YouTuber, it helps a lot. I really mean it. It helps a lot, and I really love it that you guys do that for me. So anyway, I will catch all you guys later. Peace.